Welcome back, Founding Champions, and today I've got for you a Chaos deck list. This is the Chaos deck list that I've been using for a little while now. This is what I believe the breakout deck list is going to be for these nerfs for a little bit. This deck was pretty good even in the face of destruction. However, it just didn't have that better than or at least 50% win rate against most destruction decks. So that's why it wasn't. There's a few guys that are claiming, they're like, oh yeah, I grind this, I grind this. They're in Diamond, they're doing okay, and they have a list similar to this. They have the same basic concept. It's about turbo rotation. So I'm gonna go without further ado, all you beautiful Founding Champions, and don't forget that together we are the 5th Grand Alliance. They want to use turbo rotation, so cards that rotate easily. Okay. So things that do that is like this Scar Blood Wrath. So you can have direct damage spells like this on turn 1 that will activate this corner. That will rotate them. You play a guy, that guy will do damage. So then all you have to do is then play one more dude. So this is a very easy card to rotate. His effect is completely irrelevant. I wouldn't even look at that or care about it. So just think of him more as a vanilla creature, okay? He's unique. It's just weird. The other turbo rotation card is, of course, Blood Reaver Chieftain. Play a dude, that dude does damage. Play another dude, and then any ability. So again, just play 2 guys. And then we have 6 cards in our deck that is on a short fuse, or just 2 corners, like this right here. Okay, this guy, he's not turbo rotation, he just fits. And then we have, Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury. Again, he has that damage corner that we can nug somebody for. Play a dude, another damage, and then this right here. It's kind of hard, but we're playing him for his effect of increasing our damage on their last corner by 1. So that's how we're going to play our guys, pretty much in that order. We're going to want Bloodthirster in between 2 other champions. Preferably champions that are going to rotate quickly, like a turbo rotation. Now, why are we turbo rotating? We're turbo rotating because we have Total Carnage, okay? 15 or less health, increase everything by 3. This just straight up kills people, and it never goes away. It just stays, passive. Very good card. And then Unrivaled Battle Lust does 1 damage to ourselves, but then everything in all of our lanes is going to do an extra 3 damage, regardless of what our health is. So this card just kills people. This is one of the reasons why Death has a hard time at beating Chaos. It's because if they flip something like this, they just can't win. I mean, they can, but their win percentage... I don't know if any of you have played or watched poker on the television or online. It shows their win percentage, based on what cards they have and what's left in the deck, etc. When you flip this over, your win percentage is like over 80%. Your opponent drops significantly. It's almost like drawing a flush, okay? Next up, we have Chaos Runeblade. Just look at how much damage that does. When most of our cards are averaging out at 5 damage, but not needing to spend an action to draw a card and then spending an action to play that card, we're just getting straight away to the damage. 3, 4, 4, and then 5. Okay, so a lot of damage. Alright, and then lastly, we have Outrageous Carnage. So this really stops the clock of our opponent. It was really good against destruction. So you can find out a way to get a new card besides this. But even if you're playing against something like Order, I mean, if they're playing Vor Star Strike and you just wipe their field, I mean, they're just having a rough time after that. Obviously, very good against destruction, so that's why we play it. Now, next up, we're going to go into the units. We have no spells on this deck, obviously. It's going to be all units and abilities. We have 3 Insatiable Blood Reaver. Excuse me. Here we go. We got it in view. So it's a 5-point swing, 6-point when we use the Wraithmonger. This little gem right here, the blood, not Wraithmonger. I'm all over the place right now. It is the Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury. So it's a 6-point swing, 4 to your opponent, 2 to gain 2 health. It's on a short fuse, so then you can keep turbo rotating your champions. Okay, put that over to the side. Next up, we have 3 Fearless Korgoraths, still on a short fuse. Really good at locking down an opponent's lane. 4-point swing right there. This is a 5-point swing, and with us being able to throw another guy into play, it does give us that tempo advantage if this guy was to die, if your opponent kills him. All right? Yeah, I said the reason why I say it's 5-point because you're going to put it primarily in a lane right next to Bloodthirster. Gorslick Skull Reaper. It's good at getting around damage reduction, so it has that Ren damage. You have a few cards in this deck, like Reckless Juggernaut, Ancestral Blood Reaver, that will activate its last stand. And that last stand will get its bonus from Bloodthirster. So you do 1 damage, 3 plus 1 to do 4, 2 plus 1. You have to kill him, but you know you can do quite a bit of damage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage with 1 card, and the average is 5. Pretty dang good, in my opinion. Next up, like I just mentioned, we have those 3 Reckless Juggernauts to kill your own guy, but it's a 7-point swing once it gets around there. It's probably one of the weaker cards in the deck, however, you do get to put it into play with Transmogrifying Flamer. And it does activate his last quest here, but sometimes you do use Bloodthirster. Primarily use the 2 guys on either side of him to get those objectives, not necessarily himself. We'll do these guys first. Pack of Bloodletters. It's a 6-point swing. It takes some time to get to there, but again, it's a demon. And with cards like Unrivaled Battle Lust and Total Carnage, we want something that can do damage every turn. So that gives us that opportunity. Because sometimes when you lose with Unrivaled Battle Lust, it's because you just flip this over and you have no cards in hand. So when you flip this card over and you have no cards in hand, you're going to miss out on most of the damage that comes from the 3. And you're just going to get these 2/2. So if you miss out on the 3 completely, you're going to have a hard time. Pack of Bloodletters. Next up, Blood Warrior Berserker. It's a 1-of because when you draw multiples, it's just, I mean, they do buff each other, but it's just not that good when you get multiples. So there is a law of diminishing returns. I do like to put this in the lane with Bloodthirster, but again, with your 2 guys on either side like this, you're not gonna have him here, and then he's not gonna buff the guy that's way over here. So you have to play it here. But again, we want to flip this guy and not this guy. So that's the plan. That's why we only have 1. You can change this card out for something else. Just have no buffs whatsoever. Now for the abilities. We have 3 Blood Hunt. It's just really good at killing things like shield bashers and orcs. Things that reduce damage. We want to continue pushing damage, not have to wait for their stuff to rotate completely out. Because if they play a second one, we're screwed. So we just need to get them out of there as quickly as possible. Damage reductions out of there as quickly as possible. Or any kind of combo cards they want to play on us. Furious Strike. So just really good damage. I mean, you can do 5 damage. That's pretty good. Average for instant 5 damage. So it's kind of better than most units at that point. This card here. Not too many people play spells, but for those that do, we're going to hose them. And it's just another damage card. You can play almost any other kind of direct damage card if you want. I just feel like there are more people playing spells than there are people trying to hold like 8 cards in their hand or something like that. So that's why I have that. And then this card, this guy right here, Opportunity Strike, does 5. It shows you go first. I mean, if you go first and you go, oh bam bam, you know, they're taking 10 damage right off the bat. You haven't even done much else. So guys, that is the list. So here you go. I'll pan out this way. I do want to thank you for watching. I did get back from off of vacation, and we're back here making some videos. This is my post-nerf deck list so far, and so far it's working pretty well. So go ahead and sleeve it up. Tell me what you think. Play some games. Tell me what we would take out, what you put in. Give me your thoughts on this. So go ahead and leave a comment, like, subscribe. Pet your mother's goldfish. Give Barack Obama $5. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day.